Hi, and welcome to Crypto Cash Army. I'm Captain Crypto. Well, there's still a lot of pain in the market and blood everywhere. Everything's down. You already know that, though. That's why you're here. So, what can we do? What should we do? Is the worst over? Is a ridiculously low 5 or 6 cent Harmony One possible? Let's try to find out. Before we go any further, I'd like to take a few seconds to say thank you to everyone that is supporting the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, please do subscribe and smash that like button. Again, thank you so much for being here. Let's get into the video. Hi, and welcome back. As I mentioned in the intro, we're going to try to determine what's going on with Harmony One, but also what's going on with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a big driving factor right now, or the main driving factor in market prices. But before we get into that, I have to show you the obligatory 5-second disclaimer. Hi, and you're back with Captain Crypto. If you're a Harmony One holder, I wish I had better news. But of course, you already know that Harmony One is down significantly and that it's struggling, or else you probably wouldn't be watching this video. But before we get too deep into that, let's just take a look at what's going on with Harmony at the current time and with the broader market in general. Currently, Harmony is sitting at about 10.3 cents and is down about 16% day over day. Market cap has once again fell under $1 billion, and we're at about 982 million. The volume is very low at only about 186 million, and Harmony has fell to number 88 on the Nomics Top 100 cryptocurrencies list. The Fear and Greed Index score is 19, which is a little better than it was yesterday, but still extremely low. And this is one of the lowest levels we've seen since the pandemic crash of last year, during March of last year. People are still scared, and people aren't really willing to come in and invest at this particular point, or not too many. The BlockchainCenter.net altcoin season index score is sitting at 90, but the monthly index score is very low at 61, which basically means that altcoins are starting to trend downward. The overall market cap is at about $1.6 trillion. That means we've lost close to $1 trillion in market cap value in the last week or so. 24-hour volume is also very low at $212 billion. Bitcoin dominance continues to rise and is now at 43.2%, which is significantly higher than it was about a week ago when it was starting to go under 40. Now let's look at the charts. Now, before we talk too much about Harmony One, I want to discuss Bitcoin a little bit. As you know, right now everything is following Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down over here at the time of this video, about 8.5% down. And as you can see, everything in my watch list is down. A couple of exceptions, but for the most part, everything is down. That being said, whatever Bitcoin does, especially in the short term, is going to have a dramatic effect on the rest of the market. And, of course, Harmony One is included in that. Right now, at the time of this video, Bitcoin is sitting at about $37,400. And I'm looking at the weekly chart. And this chart is really important for Bitcoin right now. And as you can see here, we have a little over 2 days left before the next weekly charting period starts. And where this particular candle here closes is very, very important. Right now, it's, like I said, it's sitting at about $37,400. And if it closes there, there's still some significant downside to Bitcoin. We really need Bitcoin to close in the next 2 days over this 0.382 level on the Fibonacci here, or over about $39,300. With that said, there's essentially 3 different scenarios that can happen with Bitcoin right now. If it closes where it's at in 2 days and closes this weekly charting period where it's at, or about where it's at, under the 0.382, there's a very good chance you're going to see Bitcoin drop down. It'll probably blast through this 0.236 level pretty quickly and retest its former swing low of about $28,727. Now, if we look at the Bitstamp chart, that was the Binance chart we was just looking at, we will see that this low we had a few days ago didn't quite wick down to that level. The wicks always vary depending on the chart and exchange you're looking at. But like I was saying, if we close under this 0.382 level, there's a very good chance that we're going to drop down to this 28,727 level, or somewhere there about 2,800, maybe 29,000, whatever it is. If we're able to get back over this 0.382, but not reach about 42,000, which was our previous swing high over here, and we move sideways and are not able to break up through that 42,000 level, then we'll also probably go down to like $28,700. The only scenario that's bullish for Bitcoin right now is if we're able to move up fairly quickly and close above this 42,000 level, which, like I said, was our previous swing high over here. Now, if we can do that, there's a good chance we can move up to the 0.618 or about 47,600 relatively quickly. It won't happen in a day, but maybe in a few days we could reach that point if we can get above and close above 42,000. Now, we wouldn't necessarily have to have a weekly close above there, but it would be good. But if we could have a couple of daily closes above that level, that would be a much more bullish indicator. That being said, let's take a look at Harmony One. Now, I'm not going to go too much into the shorter time periods for Harmony One now because it's just not necessary. We all know with the FUD and uncertainty, Bitcoin is driving everything. If Bitcoin is able to recover a little bit and we're able to close above this 0.702 level for the week, or about 10.4 cents, and we're almost there now. We need to really close above this. Then we might be able to trade sideways and stay between the 0.702 and the 12.9 cent level at the 0.786. Now, if Bitcoin goes up, of course, Harmony One's going to go up as well. Now, if Bitcoin goes with one of these two bearish scenarios, then Harmony's in store for a lot of pain. If we're not able to close above this 0.702 level on the Fibonacci, then we're probably going to fall really quickly to the 0.618, which is at about 8.3 cents. But if Bitcoin falls to $28,000, $29,000, I don't foresee that holding that support very long at all. And after the 0.618, there is no more support levels for Harmony until the 0.5 level. There's no, swing highs over here. The next possible support level for Harmony is way down here at about 3.8 cents. I don't see it falling that low. It could very well, if Bitcoin drops down to about $28,000 or $29,000, come down somewhere in the 0.50 range. So you'd be looking at about 5 to 6 cents. So in the short term, if you bought in before the beginning of the new year, or back when Harmony was 2 or 3 cents, it might be a good idea to start taking some profits now if you haven't already done so. Now is not a good time to buy. And to be quite honest, today marks the first time in months that I've been kind of bearish on Harmony One. But I am bearish on Harmony One, just like I'm bearish on all altcoins right now. But don't buy in now. If you haven't already bought Harmony and you were just thinking about it, don't do it now. Wait until there's some stabilization in the market and we see what Bitcoin's going to do. Or if we get down to 5 or 6 cents, then load up. At that point, I think you'll be good. But before that, no, it's not a time to buy. If you bought in when Harmony One was making its big run up in March, just stay pat and hodl. It will get better. It may take a couple of weeks, depending on what Bitcoin does. It depends on how long this correction is. And it depends on how long it takes Bitcoin to finally bottom out. A lot of YouTubers are calling for a $17,000 to $20,000 Bitcoin. I really don't believe it'll fall that low, because 28,000 was the previous, swing low, and trends tend to duplicate each other when they're finding, swing highs and swing lows. So that's why I do believe it won't go much lower than 29,000, 28,800, or whatever that swing low was. But in the meantime, just stay pat, just hold, try to relax. This happens. If this is your first rodeo, so to speak, or your first bull market in crypto, these things happen even during bull market. And I do believe that after Bitcoin bottoms out, we may see a very steep V-shaped recovery and Bitcoin will start climbing dramatically. And because of that, Harmony One and everything else will climb too. So just relax. That's all you can do right now. Or you could sell at a loss, which is never good. And I don't recommend that. I mean, because if you bought at 20 cents, the difference of selling at 10 cents or 6 cents, what's the big difference? You're still a major loss. Still a major loss, which you don't want. So don't do it. Just hold on. Of course, not financial advice, but I'm holding on. And everyone that I know that supports Harmony, they're holding on as well. Well, I think that's all I've got for right now. If you found this useful or informative, please like, please subscribe, please share it with your friends. Doing so would help the channel immensely, and I would really, really appreciate it. But until next time, this is Captain Crypto signing off. Please stay blessed. Please take care. Bye-bye.